Flosstube friends, welcome to my channel, Crafty Cat Stitcher. I'm glad you're here with me today. My name is Kathy. This is video number 93 on March 24th, 2024. Nice, beautiful, sunny day. A little cool though. I noticed that I have a few more subscribers since my whip parade video, and I want to welcome them here. I'm glad that you decided to subscribe, and I'm glad you enjoyed the whip parade. And also welcome back to my subscribers who've been with me for a while. I know I have a lot of loyal viewers of this channel, and I appreciate it a lot. This is a channel about cross stitch and occasionally other crafts. So, and today you'll see a little bit of other things, but it's mostly cross stitch. So my plans, as I talked about in my whip parade video, were to get some stitching finishes. I had some projects that had that little bit to go, and I was pretty successful over the past couple weeks, so I hope you're as impressed as I am. It's amazing what you can do when you put your mind to it. So let's go ahead and get into it, and I want to start off with one that was a little bit, for me, a controversy. During my whip parade, it was this one, Bittersweet and Polka Dot Tea. There's nothing controversial about this chart. It's beautiful. And it's an easy to follow chart. So I had nothing to do with look at it, it's so cute. It's by Michelle Palmer, So Much to Love. There are other ones in this series, so if you like birds and teacups, this is a good one. Now, here's where the controversy came in. And it's my own controversy. I had started with the pumpkin. I am normally a center starter. And if you've been stitching a while, you know what that is. I like to start in the middle. Most of the time. Sometimes I'll start in the upper left-hand corner. But most of the time it's in the middle. So what I started to do is to stitch this pumpkin, the pumpkin that's inside of the teacup. It was just a good place for me to start. And as I was stitching, I noticed that the stitches in this section looked really good, and these looked really fuzzy, like there was something going on with the floss. So my choices were to just scrap it and start over, do frogging, or just ignore it. And I've been stitching for a long time, and a lot of my projects have mistakes in them. But, mistakes of all different kinds. Color problems. Like, I'll use one color that should have been a different one, and I just leave it. If I'm off a little bit, there's nothing you can do sometimes. But this one was enough where it was, for me, it was noticeable, and it was just kind of obnoxious. So I noticed that I had two needles stuck to my cool needle minder. And I started to think, oh no, one of these might be bad. And so what I did was I took this downstairs where I usually stitch, and the sun was coming in. It was afternoon. I had a lot of really good light, and my husband was in there, and he said, "What are you doing?" I said, "Well, I'm looking at this, and I think there's a problem with a needle. I think that there might be a problem with the eye. It might be shredding." He goes, "Take that needle, put in, thread it." And he goes, "Run it back and forth a few times." And from where he was sitting, he said, "I can even see that needle is shredding that floss." And it certainly was. I still have it on here for some reason. I need to get rid of it, but that's the bad one. So right then and there, I started frogging, and I started to restitch, and this is where I am, and I'm very happy with it. So there's some progress. This fabric is Antique Crochet Lace by Nicholas Flamel, which is on Etsy. And it's really beautiful fabric. I don't have an issue with the fabric at all, or with the floss. So there it is. And you know what, I made up a lot of it. It was pretty easy. And once I saw how neatly my stitches were going together, I was happy with it. So yay, right? Sometimes you have to make that hard decision. I didn't want to just give up the project altogether because it's really cute. And I think this was the best solution for me. And so thank you to everybody who gave me some advice on what to do. And I listened to all your advice. You know, then I have to make that decision whether what I want to do. So thank you. The next one I brought out because during my whip parade, I figured out that I had ignored this project. It was kind of stuck behind some other things. And it's JBW Designs with Love. And I'm just doing the heart. So put that there. I'm doing this 1/1 on, it's like a natural 25 count fabric. And I really like this fabric. It's real soft and it doesn't wrinkle very easily. I've stitched other things on this. I like it so much. And I'm using Victorian Motto floss in crabapple. It's turning out so pretty. And I did get a lot done in this little time that I worked on. I got, I think, like all this part right here. So it's coming along. I'll get that done soon. I worked on Honeybee Quaker by Primrose Cottage Stitchers. Stitches. I always say stitchers. I don't know why. I'm using the call for floss, and I'm just stitching it on a Lugana, a 32 count Lugana, 2/2. It's so cute. Isn't that pretty? Turned out good. This will be a nice one to have out for summer, and that's my plan, is I'd like to get that one done for summer. Also, I stitched drawn thread, and this is the Apple Blossom Sandlor. And I'm stitching this one on 27 count band. I guess this is called banding, I think. And it's like a natural color. I got this at 123 stitch, so you can get it there. And what makes it really interesting is it's all finished on the edges. So basically, you just have to add a bell pull. And if you want to put backing on it, you could do that. But I worked a lot in this area. So as you can tell by, let's see, my last letter is R. So I'm getting there. I am getting there. I did a major floss conversion on this one because it calls for silks and I didn't want to use silk. And so I did all kinds of research, what comes close. And I know some of these letters on the video or on camera look a little pale, but in person, I think it's beautiful. I love it. So there it is. It's getting done. That would be a good one to have done for this year. And I think I can do that. Here, I'll put that down there. Okay, so those are my whips. And I have more, but I have some whips that turned into finishes. I know, it's pretty amazing, isn't it? And I'm going to go through them one by one. The first one is one, I didn't even show this to you in the whip parade because at that point it was a finish. This is Prairie Schooler, and it's the tortoise and the hare. I'm done. Now, this chart has a border around it, but as soon as I started seeing how this was turning out, I like this shape, and I thought that's what I'm going to do. I had to do a little bit of addition because some of the border cut into this, so I just continued on with this. But look how cute it is. I mean, look how happy he is that he finished, and it's just finished, and he's happy, and the bunny's still sleeping. And look, he's got his crown. He wins. He's the victor. So there it is. I would love to frame this. I think this would just so cute. And of course, Prairie Schooler, it's just whimsical and cute. So there it is. It's finished. I have a finish. That's not all. Got more finishes. That was my goal, is to finish. All right. Here's another one. I showed this in my whip parade. It was not a finish at the time, but it turned into a finish. American Coast by Chessie and Me. This is done. I love it. I think it's beautiful. I'm just going to ignore the boat because that bothered me, but it doesn't bother me anymore. It's fine. This is so cute. I can frame this in a little frame and put it up, and I think it'd be real cute. But this was a kit, and it came with 36 count linen and silk threads, and I did it all in the silk. So I didn't really change. I think these flowers were a specialty stitch, and I thought, nah, I'm not going to do that, because you can't even tell really that it's specialty stitched. But I think it's really cute. Turned out good. Good finish. And like I said, that can go probably into a little frame, and I could just hang it up somewhere. All right, no, I have another finish. Can you believe this? These, not an FFO yet. This one I might make into a pillow, but I'm not sure. And this is Blackbird Designs Basket of Cherries. It turned out so good. A lot of these were called for colors. So I did change the color of the bird. Both birds, actually. Because I don't think I had the color, but I did a good substitution. But I think it turned out so good. And it's on this mystery Lugana. I really don't know what it is. It's 32 count again, so I really like this, and I'm just really happy with it. I've seen so many people stitching this, and I don't know, there's something about those birds' those cherries, just so cute. Blackbird Designs, they do such a good job. So I'm pretty happy with all that. Now, another one that I showed you in my whip parade. So it was a whip, and it turned it into a finish. I'm going to set that right there. It turned into a finish. And you know what? I'm going to show that one last because it's pretty cool. But this one's cool too. This was an older stitching finish that was in my finished stitching box that I did show you a few videos ago of things that need to be FFO'd. And I decided this is, for us, this is bluebird season. We have bluebird boxes in our backyard, and they're nesting constantly over the summer. I don't know how many different bluebird families move in and out of those boxes, but it's pretty fascinating to watch. And they're so pretty. I just like having something that attracts them. And they're little characters. Sometimes they'll come and they'll come up to the window screen and just put their little claws in there and look in the window. I mean, they're funny. So I had this finished. This is Artful Offerings Bluebird Garden. And I framed it. Look. Yay. I am so happy with this. So what my husband is really getting into resizing frames, which he's the woodworker in the house. And so when I find frames, I'll just buy them. And then I'll say to him, okay, here's something I've got to have a frame that has an opening of this much and this much. And this one, he brought this one up and two others from his frame stash. And he said, which one you want? I said, this one. This is good. It reminds me of kind of the wood on the Bluebird house box. So he sized it to the way I wanted it. I really didn't have to do much except for put it in the frame and put the backing on. I need to put a little hanger on it so I can hang it up. Where? I'm not sure yet, but look at it. It turned out so good. I just love it. I mean, and this is a beautiful stitch. I mean, ugh. So I'm very happy, as you can tell, with my finish of Bluebird Garden. But this is the big one. This one was still being stitched when I showed it to you in my whip parade. And this is the one that I needed to FFO using whatever materials that I found, and it's Philanthropic Pumpkin by Hands On Design. Now, this is it was originally released as a kit, and it was a very limited release. And of course, you know, I mean, as often happens, I'm just like a day late. Figuring out that I liked something and I couldn't find it. And Jackie at Cross My Stitches lent me the pattern. Now, I mean, I stitched it. It's a good easy stitch. It is really an easy stitch. But my challenge was finding all the materials to finish it, to FFO it. So what I did was I went and I found some fabric at Joann's or Hobby, I don't even remember. And it's just like a burnt orange. And then I wanted to get the trim matching as close as I could to what was used in their finish that they included in the kit. So I had some white rickrack and white twill tape. This thing is a little wobbly, but that's okay. And I put it in a coffee and tea dye. And it turned out a little peachy, probably from the tea. And I thought, I want to dull that down a little bit. And I had some Rit dye in the color graphite. And I just went like a capful. Dumped it in, left it in there for a while, rinsed it. And I go, I don't know if I could have gotten closer to the color. I am extremely happy with it. I finished it. I used I'll tell you what, the instructions for finishing this, it's like 56 steps. So, but I've done this before. I've done one of these kind of things before where you make a pumpkin like a tufted kind of pincushion kind of thing. I didn't have rusty wire, so I used copper wire. And I just found some ribbon that I thought was cute and tied the bow. And there it is. Look at it. I think it turned out so good. I'm so happy with it. It's just, isn't that cute? The only thing I don't have any pumpkin pins to put in it, but I think I can make some. I think that's going to be a little project for me. But anyway, look, it's done. I'm so happy. I've got to remember to put this out in the fall, in pumpkin season. So for now, it's going to go away, and it'll come back out. So what do you think? Isn't that cool? Okay, so I'm just happy with everything I've done. So I'm going to keep stitching, trying to finish some more projects, and allow myself to start some new ones, because I keep thinking, I've got some things in my head that I know I want to start. So we'll get to that. Okay, so new Flosstubers. There's one new Flosstuber and one new to me that I have watched. Let's do the new one first. It's Hobbies of Holly, and she now I think has 3 videos out. She just stitches everything, and I don't know, I just think that's really interesting because you really do get close-up view of different projects and different charts that people are stitching, and it's really helpful. She's very friendly, and I like friendly stitchers and Flosstubers, and I like that. And just go watch Hobbies of Holly. Here's one that has been around that new to me. I mean, we only have so many hours in a day to watch Flosstube, and I'm a fan of so many. I subscribe to a lot of Flosstubers. but I discovered the vintage stitcher. It's Artie, and you talk about a friendly Flosstuber. She's just very friendly and stitches all the things that I like. And just go watch her. Watch Vintage Stitcher. I want to tell you about one more Flosstube that I watched recently that you might want to go watch because I thought it was really interesting and helpful. And my friend Jackie at Cross My Stitches has a video out called It's a Flosstube Extra, and it's Flosstube Extra Tips and Tricks. Go in there. I've been stitching for a really long time, like 40 plus years, but I am of the belief that there's always room for learning new things. Who knew floss had a grain? Not me. So she's got all kinds of little interesting tidbits in that video that you'll want to go and see. And I'll put the link below to it, and you can go watch it because it's really a good video. And I really appreciate learning new things. You know what, you think, oh, I know everything. I do not know everything. So we can all share. That's what this is all about. That's what Flosstube is about, is sharing, knowledge and different tips and different kinds of info that we have. And it's a great way to do it. So I will link that below. Oh, I have a visitor in here, so if she jumps up, do not be surprised. One other thing I've been doing is I've been crocheting a bit. I'm working on this Annie's Kit Club block crocheted Afghan. And it was like block of the month, and you would get, I don't have the little thing in front of me, but it's like little blocks, and you do one at a time. They're all different stitches, and then you attach them together, and it becomes an Afghan. It's a lot. It's a lot. And I'm not the best crocheter in the world, but I enjoy it. And I do like learning new stitches. And so this one, this is like one of the little booklets. It comes with little booklets, and it has 3 of the blocks in it. And you learn a new stitch with each one, actually. And then you go on to the next book. And so I think I'm about halfway done with the actual cross of crocheting. And so there's one. It's pretty. They're all the same. These are all the same color. So the next booklet I start will be more of I think it's more like a tan color. And like I said, I am not an expert, and these have not been blocked yet. There's another one. That one turned out good. I like this one the best out of the 3. So there they are. I forgot what color this is called, but it's like in colors of beige. There's like off-white and beige and tan, and then there's this, whatever that is. It's more of a grayish beige, I guess. So that's my crochet adventure. And like I said, I am not in any way an expert, and I've never blocked anything before, so this is going to be really interesting. So if you have crocheted this or something like it, let me know if you have any tips. I have a problem with some of these, and there's little videos that go with them that I find that it's too hard to watch on my phone. It's just really tiny, and it's not like a YouTube video. They're just really small and hard to watch. So I have to sit by the computer and then try to learn these. Some of them I can just do without watching the video, and some of them I gotta watch the video, and then I have to keep stopping it and then backing up, and it's okay. I'll get it done. New stuff. I don't have anything new. This is like we're almost at the end of March, and I have not bought anything. But that's my goal for 2024, is to not buy a whole lot of stuff. There are certain things I am allowing myself. Anything for finishing, any kind of frames, any stuff like that, trims, fabric. So I did buy some things for this. I bought some stuff for this. But charts I have not. Now, having said that, during the next couple months, next 2 months, I'm going to have the opportunity to visit at least 2 cross-stitch stores. And so I've already decided whatever I have seen online that came from market and that I liked, that's when I'm going to buy it. I'm going to go to these 2, they're brick and mortar stores, and after I go to them, I will let you know what they are and what I got. But I can never say never. How often do I get to go to a cross stitch store where I live? It's like hardly ever, So I'll let you know. I'm going to keep you posted on that. So stay tuned. One will be in April and one will be in May. So I'll let you know. Stitch group news. I want to let you know my stitch group that I started with my sister and another friend. It's going really well. Since I saw you last and talked about it, we've had our February meetup and our March meetup. We had just had the March one yesterday, and 12 people came, which was really good. And the February one was a daytime, like a weekday one. I had 17 people. I could not believe 17 people came to this. It was really a good turnout. But yesterday's was really nice too. Met some new friends who had not been there. It's always nice to meet new stitchers. One of our members had a birthday and she brought cupcakes. So it was just really, really nice. The libraries have been very accommodating to us. It is a challenge to reserve the rooms, but once you get there, they're just so nice, and they want to make it a good experience, I think, for us. And yesterday was great. It was just really nice. The next one is going to be a daytime one in April, and we have a weekday one in May as well. So that if you ever want to do something like that, it's just unbelievable. I never thought we would have so many members. We have 68 members of our group right now, and good turnouts all 3 times that we've had our meetups, and that just is very happy. So, all right. So we're getting to the end of this video. I don't have a ton of things to show you, but I'll be stitching and show you some more next time. I want to do a giveaway, and the last video I showed 2 things for a giveaway, and both of them I have contacted me and I've sent them out. So I hope you enjoy your winnings. I've got a new giveaway, and this one is because of our patriotic season in the U.S. coming up. And I thought, and I enjoyed this one so much. Bless Our Land by Plum Street Samplers. Look at that. If you would like to win this, it's a good use chart. No writing on it, I don't think. I keep my charts pretty neat. I don't like to write on it unless I do a lot of converting, like that drawn thread one. That's all written on, but it's still usable. If you would like to win this, please be a subscriber. Do not say giveaway or winner or drawing. Don't say anything like that in your comment, but you have to comment on this video. And you say the word, flag, because there's a pretty flag in it. Also, you really should be you have to be over 18 to give me your address, okay? So go ahead and comment, like I said, comment on this video, and I'll draw a name on my next video. So go ahead, flag, use it in a sentence or just write it. Okay, plans. I don't have really a lot of plans. Maybe try to get some more things actually completed. Also FFO'd. Now that my husband's he's got the tool that puts frames, and you can't see it here. No, but it's like there's like a little staple that goes into the corner, and he has the tool in the staples that. So we're getting a little bit more professional about our resizing frames in our house. So now that he has that, and I just want to start to do some finishing, and I have more to finish and some things in mind. And I will let you know what's going on with that. But I just really want to get some stitching in. And today is a good day for stitching. That's about all. I hope that if you celebrate Easter, I don't know if I already said this or not. I think I might have, but I'm not sure. If you celebrate Easter, I hope that your Easter Sunday is very happy and that you spend it with people you love. And I hope that your stitching time is plenty in the next few weeks. And I look forward to seeing you again. I hope that you like this video. If you did, please comment. I like comments. You know I do. I read every one of them. I might not reply to everyone, but I do read them. And you can tell that I've read it if there's a little heart by it. So drop a comment, and I will see you soon. Happy stitching, everybody. I am going to get my clicker, my fancy clicker that I now you see. I am really technically advanced. Technologically? I don't know. See you next time. Bye.